if you were trying to make a SaaS company's existing content better, where would you start, and what would your evaluation process be?
Yeah, I think it's a great point, and it's definitely something that's I've run into a number of times over the years, but also I think it's common for any sort of content marketers or marketing leaders coming into a new company that they aren't starting from scratch. So, one I think is kind of going back to a lot of what we talked about with the um, again understanding your ICP, who is your target audience, and just really sort of meticulously evaluating all the existing content through that lens, uh, and just in a few ways, like if you're just this is our audience, this is what they care about, read a post. Do you have the topical depth? Like, is it actually fully covering it, or does it just feel like you barely touched on it and then ended the
Hmm.
post quickly? The organization of your blog and just all of your content, not even just the blog content, like is it easy to understand? Is it siloed into all videos, all ebooks, all blog posts, or do you have it kind of organized in a way that's easy for your audience to understand? And then also just the overall quality of writing, like you were just saying, like is there consistent tone? Is it like consistent capitalization of stuff? Does it feel read well? Just all that stuff I think is important too, because you may be inheriting a variety of quality of writers over the years or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'd say that's like an area to start, but really just from your target audience perspective, you know, look at it from that and not just the data of like how much traffic it currently generates. Um, and I would say the biggest area where companies go wrong with that is like when you think about a company that's had a blog for even just 5 years, a lot can change with your product and sort of what you're trying to do as a company. A lot of it's common for companies to make pivots. So not even just like starting SMB and moving up market, there may still be relevance there, but if you do kind of pivot and really focus on a specific ICP, or you do say, hey, we're just going to be enterprise only now or whatever, I think it's really important to kind of go back through all of your content and look through that lens and understand like, are there things we just shouldn't have on here anymore because it's just very disconnected from what we're doing. So um, that would be another area because you could just kind of have this weird mix of like, for you it feels like, oh well, all the posts in the last year are all related to what we're doing now, but that's not necessarily how people find you and how they consume your content. So just trying to make sure you kind of think holistically about that experience and not overwhelm people.